Hi, I'm Laura with Rethunking by Laura, and it's time for another Thursdays at 3-ish, which is what we should start calling it. Thursdays at 3-ish. We're almost on time, I think. Are we just a few minutes late? Today's project is we're going to rework some picture frames, and we're actually going to make one from scratch. And the reason we did this is because we can also tie it in with Valentine's Day, and I got a lot of requests for, are you going to do any kind of Valentine's Day thing? So this is our Valentine's Day. What you need are frames. And then I'll tell you what you need for the one project we're going to do together. And then you need Rethunking paint and or stain top, whatever project you're working on, whatever you're using. So let's go look at the ones I've done, and then we'll make the one we're making together. Okay, so this is our wall of love, okay? And when I say reworking picture frames, like this one right here, we redid. This was what it looked like before. It came in a fabulous set of several that looked like this. So this was our before. The fun thing is, so we took our picture frame. If you have the right tools, which I don't in front of me, but you can break through the paper here. There you go. And then you just peel the paper off, take everything out. We painted the frame linen. Then you can paint the mat. We painted the mat with a new color we're coming out with called Tea Rose. And then this is a piece of gray scrapbook paper behind there. And then this is one of those fabulous things you can find on Pinterest or on the internet if you Google free Valentine's Day printables. And so you just print that off whatever size you want and stick it in there. So we've got linen on the frame, painted our mat, and then just layered that on scrapbook paper. So that's one of the ones we redid. This is not a frame, but this is a little $3 heart from Target. And we just painted it our tea rose color, sanded it, found some of these old keys that came in a little set of 3. At a craft store somewhere, and tied a ribbon on it, you know, because everybody does the key to my heart for Valentine's Day. So there we've got that one. Right here, this was a really cool frame, but it was an old, ugly watercolor painting. So don't make tricky. What we did with this one was we painted the frame. Look how pretty. Painted that linen and distressed it. I should do it right side up. It had one of those canvas mats in it, which was really cool, but really ugly and dirty. So we painted that sandstone, because you can paint the mat. Did another one of those printables, and just stuck it on the inside. There's no piece of wood, there's no fancy, it just stuck it on the inside. Make it easy. The nice thing about this is, if I don't like this quote after Valentine's Day, which it's really cool because it's by Mother Teresa, but if I don't like it after Valentine's Day, I'm not feeling loving, I can stick whatever I want in the frame. So there's another one. This one up here had a watering can and an egg in it. We painted the frame linen. We dry brushed on some of the tea rose color, which on our Q&A page, if you want to join the Rethunking by Laura Q&A page, there's a great video about dry brushing, so you can watch that and see that. I didn't do it, but it's fabulous anyway. Then we painted the mat on this one, which was blue. We painted that sandstone. And then the back to that is, you know how, Tom, grab me a pair of scissors real quick. Let me tell you what the back is to that, because it's ingenious. When you take apart something like this, which is what we did with that frame up there, with it had the watering can in it. So when you take it apart, you will find, okay, this little piece of cardboard right here, that's the backer to most pictures. You gotta take all these little guys out just with a pair of pliers, but once they're out, then you can pop it out. And I don't want to pop it out now because I'm afraid I'll break the glass. But this piece of cardboard that backs everything is what I used for the background of that. I just took this piece of cardboard and painted it linen. That's what's behind the word family. So you don't have to buy anything. You can totally redo with the supplies in the ugly frame that you start with. And this is plastic. It painted no problem at all. That one's plastic too, the family one. The 14, well, let me do the love first. This is just a little plaque we found at one of the craft stores, and we used our Raven Black stain top on it, and then I sanded it. Sanded even over the top of it, not just the edges. I sanded the top to make it look real worn. And then these little letters we found at a craft store. Take them, sit them upside down on your piece of scrapbook paper, trace them, cut them out, gunk them, and then just hot glue them to the frame. I mean to the little plaque. Any words you want, any letters you want. So those are our little letters. If you want to take a picture of the kind we got, that's the kind we got. and they were 99 cents for 2 of each letter, but we got them on sale because we do that. Okay, then this one, remember we did the wood wall or the wood top on the furniture like this? So you've got scraps from that, put those together and make it a backdrop for some kind of artwork. You could even mount a frame on there if you had this, you know, if it was bigger obviously, but if you had it done, you know, you can mount anything on there. We just found some miscellaneous stuff that we got at a craft store. That's a burlap flower we found somewhere. That's drawer pulls. Those are clothespins and made glued on there. But take those leftover scraps you have, because I know you all ran and did the top of a piece of furniture and or a wall in your home, and use those scraps to make the backdrop for something. So that leaves us with one more and then one we're going to make. The 14, I didn't do anything to except paint. This is what it was before. That's the exact frame. I think actually his girlfriend was in the frame that we painted. So I didn't even take anything out. I just painted it. We painted this linen and we painted this the tea rose. Just painted right over it. Didn't pop anything out, didn't do anything different. And then obviously those are numbers we found at a craft store and stuck on there for Valentine's Day. So what we're going to make is this one right here. Because it's really cool. You can clip a Valentine's Day thing on it, you can clip any holiday thing on it, or you can clip a family picture or a favorite quote or whatever you want. So that's what we're going to make. So let's make it. All right, first thing you need, let me tell you, I should probably write this down over here. If you've got a piece of paper, you might want to jot this down. What we're looking, Katie, you can't film my behind.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so let me tell you the kind of wood you need, but you're going to need 5. They're 1x3 pieces that are 20 inches long. You need 2 1x3 pieces that are 20 inches long. And then you need 2 1x2 pieces that are about 14.5 inches long. Okay, that's the wood you need. And let me show you the kind. When I was getting it, I got cedar. This is what you would normally get. It's fine. This is the cedar. See how rough that is on the top? And that's what I wanted when I painted in distressed. It's really, really cool when you paint in distress. So first thing you're going to do is cut your pieces. And you're wanting 5 of these, the 1x3 size. And you're going to line them up. They're not going to be perfect. That's okay. Okay. So you line these up like this. And then what I wanted was a different size on each end. So that's why I have the 2 that are the same size. I wonder if that will sand off. Probably not. I need to saw that off later. Okay. I have a little, I didn't saw good. See my little spot right there? That's what I was playing with. Okay, so that's the base. It's not, I don't care. It's totally okay with me. We're going to paint it. So I put it like that so you can see. Now, I'm going to put it like this so we can put it together. And I have a nail gun because I'm a real woman, but didn't want to use that today because you can't hear when I turn that on. So what I'm going to do is, you can get paint sticks at your local hardware store. We have paint sticks. This is the back side, and I'm going with the easiest way to attach them. So what I'm doing is this. How's that for ingenious? Woohoo! Oops. Uh-oh, what happens when it jams? Tom. Okay, you gotta fix it real quick. Real quick, you're on camera. Come on, fix it.
Unplug it.
Oh, unplug it? Okay.
Yeah, I'd really rather not unjam it while it's plugged in.
Okay, alright. Weenie wants it unplugged. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip it over and paint it. So did you already do it?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah? If it's fixed, I'll go ahead and finish stapling.
Well, I don't know if it is.
This is the issue with a live video.
Wait, wait.
Okay, let's try and see if you fixed it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, everybody's got to know if you didn't.
I know. This is great.
All 3 people watching. You didn't. you did. Okay, if you want to, you could go back in here and do this to attach the two bullets together. And I'm not going to do that everywhere, but mostly because I'm a bad aim on camera. I'll get it. There we go. Okay, so we got it pretty well together, and it's not going to get, hopefully,
Everyone just witnessed a huge prayer come true for me.
What? That you did that?
That was a major prayer.
Yeah, no, you did good. Okay, now we're going to paint it. So, this is when the cedar becomes really awesome, because it's got all those little lines and looks like you need to sand it, and you don't. Should have painted this first so that I could get it dry while I showed the other frames. Didn't think that one through, did I? Okay. And it doesn't matter if it's even, it's going to be soaking in. You can pick any color. I like linen because it's nice and neutral, and any kind of photograph you have on here is going to pop. A black and white photograph would be really cool on this. Did you hear that sound? That's the sound in the background of Tom drinking my milkshake.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to hear that.
Yep. My lunch. Sure you didn't hear that. All right. You got the fan on in the other room, Tom? Okay.
You do the dance.
There you go. Okay. These two pieces are going to be our braces that go on the top. I'm going to go ahead and make those while he's got that semi-drying. If anybody has any questions, now's a great time to ask them. All right. There's one of our braces. Oh, wait, that's why I haven't made them.
Such a great way to make a sign. Thank you for sharing your amazing ideas.
Well, that was a good comment, Reed. Thank you. I can go with questions, too. It doesn't just have to be a nice comment, although I love those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Last week, I hear we were a little blurry. Are we still blurry this week, or are we doing better?
I don't know. We have a weak connection right now, so things are kind of...
So we are blurry?
I don't know what's happening. Like right now, you don't look blurry.
Okay. Well, it's better if I'm blurry, but it's not so good if the project things are blurry. That makes it a little trickier. So, okay. Got one of those. Let me get the sides on this one.
Oh, apparently we're looking good, so...
Okay, yay. It is nice to have the feedback. Although there's some kind of a lag time. For those of you who think I don't ever answer your questions, we don't sometimes get them until after it's over. It would be nice if they came in immediately, but they don't always.
Do you need to prep that wood first?
No, great question, and no you don't. No need to prep this. It is raw wood. Anytime you're doing a project with raw wood, you don't have to prep. It's going to soak right in. All right. Do you want to take these two and let them dry too?
Of course, dear.
Okay. The other thing you're going to need for this is some screws. We're done with the paint sticks. We're done with the don't buy this wood. We're going to drill the screws in, sand it, and I'm going to need 2 screws for each board, which will also help stabilize it. And then you need some kind of clip for your picture to go on. On that one back there, Katie, go show them the clip on that one, and then I'll show them the one we're going to put on ours that we're making right now. Dry? Bring it on over, it's okay.
Oh. Do I have to wait until Dad goes away?
Okay. No, you're good. When you're done with the crossbars, bring them to me, Tom. Okay. We're going to change out our sanding paper. We haven't done that in a while. That's why I love these sanders. So easy. 80 grit sandpaper. Well, now it's going to turn all kind of colors because it's not really quite dry. That's okay. If it's not dry, it's not really going to mess anything up on this. You should wait for it to dry, but it is going to gunk up our sandpaper. So I'm going to distress real quick. Edges, but what I'm going to do now is the whole thing because you want it to look really rustic, and that's where those little fibers and hairs and weird stuff on the cedar wood are really cool. I have a dusting brush too. Okay. Yes, but I don't turn backwards during these videos. Oh. Okay, so you can see all the dingleberries coming off. Okay, how this wood is going to be so much different. Sorry if they get all over you, Katie. Should
just on my shoes.
Pushed it back towards me, but okay, there we go. This is going to paint so much differently, you can see, than this would. This is going to be smooth. I like how rustic this looks for these kinds of frames. Of course, I guess it's personal preference, but okay. You got those crossbars, Tom?
What kind of sander is that?
Ryobi sander. It's here. There's a picture. I have a cordless one. You don't have to have cordless. If you don't get cordless, they come with a little dust bag right here, and they're like about 29 bucks. So they're absolutely awesome. Love, love, love. Okay. So I'm an eyeballer, so that looks about right to me. And we're going to attach this right here. Oh, you can build out hope. That will keep that from happening. I did not. All right, there we go. Other side. And again, that crack just kind of adds to it. So, I'm not real stressed. Does that look about the same distance? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay. I'll come in a little on the top ones. Okay, one more.
Those sides are raised up a little if that matters.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Yes, it does. I'm worried that my screws are too long. Remember the last time I did something like this? My screws were a little bit long, and it ended up screwing my project to the table. I don't want to do that on a Facebook Live video. How's that? Better? Okay. So now you have the basics. What we do need to do is distress our bars. Okay. Show them the difference, because it looks like with the lighter wood that we're working with, why is she sanding? It doesn't even make a difference. It does make a difference in the texture. Look at that one that we sanded. You got a little bit of brown coming through. And this one.
It's kind of hard to see on the camera.
Is it hard to see? Okay, well, trust me, there's a huge difference. Okay. The other thing you can do if you want to is you can take some stain top and you can stain the cedar before you start so that it's darker like this. You'll have more of a contrast when you distress. It was one more step. I was going with easy.
Can you layer the paints?
Yes, you totally could. Yeah, that's the fun thing, and that's what I love when you guys send pictures after the videos. The things you guys jump off, I mean, I have like a little tiny idea here, and the things you do with them are absolutely wonderful. When you guys send me pictures of what you have created, they're phenomenal. You can totally layer the paint colors, especially with a project like this, because it's going to soak into the wood, and you're not going to have a problem when you distress it. If you're layering on a piece of furniture, you probably want to wait a day before you do the second coat in the distressing, because you want that first coat to really stick on there. But on a project like this, you're good to go. Great question. And we have our clip and a little bitty screw. We're going to attach it. All right. Okay. Again, I'm worried about drilling to the table. Okay, there we go. All right. And earlier, I picked another, this is just printed online. I put it on a piece of scrapbook paper. You can put a family picture, you can do whatever you want, but there we have version 2. Ta-da, oops. Ta-da, fabulous. Okay, so find some cedar. All you need are the pieces of cedar we talked about, which you can find on the Facebook video because we've got a little screenshot of it over there, and we talked about the pieces you need. So get those. Screws will hold it together, or a regular staple gun if you want to use that. Show me what you have made. Make some and send them to me. I would love to see what you guys have done. Visit our website, www.rethunkjunkbylaura.com. There's a place to sign up to be a retailer if you'd like to be a retailer. It's a place to order online, and more importantly, it's a place to find stores near you. We've got a store locator, drops down, plug in your zip code. You can purchase the products anywhere in any of those stores. And then share the video and share the Facebook page link, because we'd love to have more likes on our Facebook page. So we would love it if you would share the video. And then we have a YouTube channel, so if you have any questions about any of the products or how to use them, you're welcome to ask. We're happy to answer questions, but visit the YouTube channel too, because it's got a lot of great videos on there. Thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day and happy Rethunking.